Live and high definition. Live, local, late-breaking. This is KOLD News 13 Now. Live.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Ferran. Thanks so much for watching KOLD News 13 live at noon. We're continuing to follow a developing story. For the second time in 3 days, aviation authorities are searching Arizona for a downed aircraft. A single-engine plane and pilot have been reported missing from a flight from Northern California to Arizona. This is a picture of the AeroPro two-seater. The pilot's wife reported him missing after he didn't arrive at the Marana Regional Airport yesterday. The FAA says searches near Half Moon Bay and Tucson came up empty. The name of the pilot has not been released, but the plane is registered to an owner in Florida. Updating you now on late-breaking news we've been following for several hours. A woman escaped from her Midtown home this morning as flames coming from the garage came a little too close. And how about this? She has her 2 dogs to thank. It happened on Grant Road west of Campbell just after 4 this morning. KOLD News 13's Brian Navarro was there just after the fire broke and has the latest. This morning, Tucson police continue to search for 2 armed robbery suspects who seriously injured a woman. It happened Sunday night outside the Walmart at First and Wetmore. Take a look at these surveillance pictures. Police say the woman was walking into the store when a man approached her from behind. He began hitting her in the head with a handgun and trying to take her purse. Another person tried to help, and the suspect pointed the gun at him before taking the purse and jumping into a car. The woman actually tried to stop the car, and she was dragged several hundred feet. We're told she's in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. If you recognize the man in these pictures, you are asked to call 911 or 88 Crime. Closing arguments are underway in the trial of an Arizona woman charged in the disappearance of her baby. Elizabeth Johnson is charged with kidnapping, custodial interference, and conspiracy to commit custodial interference in the December 2009 disappearance of her then 8-month-old son. Authorities say Johnson told the boy's father that she killed Gabriel and dumped him in a trash bin in San Antonio, Texas. She later said she gave the baby to a couple at a park, but she never provided names. Gabriel's 3rd birthday was in April, but police don't know if he's still alive. Also happening today, a memorial service for 10-year-old Jessica Ridgway. She's the Colorado girl who was kidnapped and murdered on her way to school. Hundreds of people are expected to attend today's service. So far, police have no suspects. They found her dismembered body in an open space area not too far from her home. Authorities in New Hampshire are asking their counterparts in Maine and Massachusetts to watch their shores for the body of a University of New Hampshire student. 19-year-old Elizabeth Marriott vanished a week ago today after attending a night class. Police arrested a man she knew and charged him with her death. So far, authorities haven't released a motive or name. The body of a 4th person killed in a parking garage collapse at a college in Miami has been located. Police say the man's body is deep in the unstable rubble and may take several more days to remove. 3 other workers were killed last week when part of the 5-story garage collapsed during construction. An Indiana plumber is recovering this morning after a pretty scary ordeal. He spent more than 3 hours stuck in a trench. Officials say he was installing a new sewer line when part of the 12-foot trench collapsed. Fortunately, he was alert when he was taken to the hospital, and he is expected to be okay. Happening locally today, another historic honor flight leaves Tucson International Airport heading for Washington, D.C. Today's honor flight saw a very patriotic send-off for about 30 World War II veterans. The vets are heading back east to see the World War II Memorial and other sites. There are plenty of decorated veterans making the trip who have witnessed history firsthand.
And I have to say I saw both flags raised on Iwo Jima. I had binoculars, a good pair, and we were right off Suribachi, so I had a pretty good view with both raisings. I feel proud of that.
Yeah, and proud he should be. Each veteran is accompanied by a family member or guardian who both make the trip free of charge thanks to the nonprofit Honor Flight program. The first suspect charged for buying guns to be used by a Mexican drug gang will spend almost 5 years in prison. A Phoenix judge sentenced Danny Cruz Moronis yesterday. He was the first of the so-called Fast and Furious defendants to be sentenced. Fast and Furious was a gun tracking operation that the ATF ran in an attempt to trace weapons trafficking to Mexican cartels. 2 of the guns were found at the scene of the shooting that killed border agent Brian Terry near Rio Rico in December of 2010. Firefighters are trying to get the upper hand on a wildfire burning in northeast Arizona. The Big Canyon fire started Sunday morning after a lightning strike. It's burning east of Payson in a remote area of the Tonto National Forest. So far, the blaze has burned through more than 100 acres. And some great news here. An Idaho cat is back with its owners after being stuck on a utility pole for 3 days. When the cat first got stuck, it pretty much seemed like a hopeless situation. The fire department said they couldn't help because of the live wires, of course, and the power company said it was against its policy. Neighbors called everyone they could, even the mayor's office. Family and friends, of course, posted about it on Facebook. But after 3 days, the power company did have a change of heart. Workers cut electricity to the top line and climbed up to rescue the cat, who now has, of course, one less life. All right, well, thanks so much for watching KWLD News Live at noon. We'll see you back here tonight at 4, 5, and 6.